If you have an Oura Ring, a Fitbit, a Whoop, and you continue to check your daily scores for your sleep, then this video is for you. I'm Nicholas Shah, founder of Exec Life, and I've had an Oura Ring for coming up to 4 years now. And I've gone through spells where I looked at it every day. I look at the score and I think, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do today? It says I'm not ready for the day. But the reality is, I've shifted from looking at it daily and how it dictates how I'm going to feel that morning or that day, to actually looking at one other way of looking at it, which is looking at their trends. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 metrics which I like to look at and see the trend of this. So the first one, which I care about, is heart rate. So resting heart rate typically for me is either in the high 30s, around 38, 39 or low 40s. And this will only shift if I've seen literally if it's been late night eating, if it's been alcohol, if it's been late night sleeping, then these are the things, or if it's movement beforehand, it could be exercise, dancing, whatever it is. These are the things which can affect it. Now, do I really care if it's been affected once or twice, like throughout the week, because of something has happened? No, I don't care about that. But the key is whether the trend is going upwards, if it's staying the same, if it's going downwards. And that's what I care about most importantly. So looking at it every few months and seeing where it is. And typically for the past 4 years, it's pretty much, if anything, it's gone down because it's much more steadier in the low 40s, high 30s. So I'm very happy with that. The second thing to be looking out for, what I look out for, is heart rate variability. And this is your body's response to adapting to stress, how it can manage it. And typically for me, this will be in, like, on the good days, it'll be in the 90s or high 80s, 90s. I remember a few years ago, this one was around hundreds and 120s or so. So this is a figure which has gone down, but it's consistently high in that sense. And I know exactly when this gets hit. It's whenever on those days, as I mentioned before, it could be the alcohol, eating late, it could be sleeping late. That's what affects it. Am I too concerned that it's gone down from 4 years ago? Well, not really, because I know I've got much more responsibility than I had 4 years ago. So as long as it stays in the 80s, 90s, then I'm good. I know that's where I need to be. And then the third metric which I look at is, this is deep sleep and REM sleep. And with this, it's like around an hour and a half. I aim for, the body naturally gets, it's not that I aim for it because I don't really have direct control over it, although I can manage my environment, which I'll come on to. So the key with this is looking at the trends and seeing, is this number increasing? Is this decreasing? And this is actually the only number which I care about, what I can do I can actually shift this on a daily basis or so. But as long as it's staying around that 25%, hour and a half or so, roughly, then I know I'm good. If it's consistently being shortened, then I know something needs to shift. And it could be sleep environment. Well, it's all to do with evening routine, morning routine, how that dictates everything, managing stress. And so like these numbers are all the outputs. And the key with this is that if I want to ever change these or have an impact, then it always comes back down to fixing the behaviors that affect this. And the behaviors of this is all to do with nutrition, movement. So this is workouts, so strength, also cardio, also walking, so getting steps in, nutrition, stress management. So this is to do with meditation. It can be breath work. It can be massage. It can be walking in nature. These are all good things. With nutrition, just coming back to that, it's with this one is coming back to the basics. So whole foods, managing portions, timing of this as well. All of this affects it, and then that's the 80% of it. And so this, and then sleep hygiene hygiene. So this is consistency with sleeping patterns. So what time you go to sleep, what time you wake up. So knowing exactly, and then also let's just say the 30 minutes, plus or minus 30 minutes before you go to sleep, 30 minutes when you wake up, how you can set the tone and how you can set the tone, well, set the tone for the day and then also set the tone for the evening. So it will always come back down to this. If you see these numbers are slipping and you want to do something, have a look at the key inputs, and then that way you can start to control what these are.